Hey guys, this is my review for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This game was actually pretty good despite all of the negative reviews that I saw on Steam. I actually really enjoyed playing this. There were a few bugs getting it to actually run on my computer. It just constantly kept crashing when I first installed it, but I managed to find some fixes online and get it working. Once I got into the game, the graphics were pretty good. There was a lot of interesting terrains and lots of cool animations that they put into it. The environments over the course of the game were pretty well made, but it does get a little bit repetitive because you're playing against an enemy who has a fleet of all similar ships, and when you board them they all sort of look the same, but usually you get to explore a different part of the ship in each of the missions, so you still get a little bit of uniqueness, but you do start to notice how everything looks similar on the enemy ships. The animations in this game were pretty well done. Lots of interesting storyline to this one. It's not as overly repetitive as the previous Call of Duty games, where it sort of just feels like the same storyline every time, and I've just added a different graphics to it or a different kind of cover to the overall look of the game, but you're still just playing the same one. This one definitely felt a lot more unique, which made it more enjoyable than other Call of Duty games. It's definitely quite possibly my favourite Call of Duty game so far, just for the single player campaign. The multiplayer of this was completely dead. I couldn't find a match at all. There was just no one on it. The overall gameplay of this game was quite fun. It's a little bit different to most Call of Duty games where they've all been linear and you sort of just go from mission to mission. This one has operations, so you do a couple main missions and then you get a lot of side questy type missions, which if you do them you unlock special weapons or upgrades for your spaceship, and there's lots of different ones that you can do, and they're all on different planets or on different spaceships, and you don't have to do them. They're all optional. You could just go ahead and do the main missions, but it was quite fun to do the side quests and then kind of complete them all and complete all of the game. You don't get like super amazing weapon choices in this game. You get a couple light machine guns and a couple heavy weapons, but you don't really care that much about them. You kind of get your couple good ones that you like, and that's all really. And then you get additional upgrades like scopes and grip and stuff that increases the stats of the weapons, and you can customize them all in your armory on your main spaceship. And that was all pretty cool that you get to upgrade stuff. You don't really get to do the looks of any of the weapons or anything like that, but it doesn't really matter because you're not really looking at your own gun in your single player game. The storyline to this was actually really good. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't really overly annoying to have to play through it. It was more feeling original compared to other games that the Call of Duty series has. The game takes about 8 hours to complete if you do every single mission. I was playing on hardest, so you could probably do it quicker if you played on lower difficulty. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this game. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10 if I had to rate it, because it was really fun, but it still felt like a Call of Duty game where it's all just shooting and there's nothing really that's overly amazing about the series really at this stage after they've made so many. It's still, you can still tell it's a Call of Duty game, but this one was definitely better than a lot of them that I've played. So yeah, I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10. Make sure to comment what you thought of the game in the comments below this video. Cool, see ya.
Target's down.
We're off the time and close to bingo fuel. What's your status?
Moving on target now. Exfil